Okay, everybody, we're back. Hopefully you had some time to think about your major or think about things that are going on our campus or other campuses, and find something really related to your campus or your career. Maybe do a little Google search to find some ideas, maybe send an email out to some of your professors. But once you've chosen a general topic, we need to find an angle. And angle is part of your topic proposal, and it's also described in the textbook for your reading today. I have some information about the angle down here when it comes to developing a topic. So when you're developing a topic, which is the same thing as finding your angle, you want to try to narrow your topic down as much as you possibly can. So I have a really generic topic from a really boring research paper that you might do in another class. Not for this class because we're focused on campus and career. But this general topic, people should be allowed to carry guns. We can see what the author is for or against, but it's pretty boring. So I've narrowed it down here. I've changed it to teachers and staff should be allowed to carry handguns or other non-automatic weapons on college campuses. When you're narrowing something down, it's a good idea to think about who, what, when, where, and why. So I've narrowed down the who. Instead of people, I'm talking about teachers and staff, definitely not students. I've looked at the what, the actual action that I'm talking about, and I've narrowed it down from carrying guns to carrying specific kinds of guns. And I've looked at where. On college campuses. So I've narrowed it down. I have another example here. Animals should not be used for experiments, a typical controversial issue, but that's very broad and we can narrow it down a little bit. I've narrowed it down to monkeys and other primates with DNA similar to humans should not be used for cosmetic testing. And that's something I could argue and I could do some real research about. So once you've chosen your topic, I would like you to try to narrow it down, okay? So look at the who, what, when, where, why. Here's a little practice for you. If I had the general topic, abortion should be legal, are we talking about people who are 1 month pregnant, who are 6 months pregnant, who are 9 months pregnant? Are we talking about anyone over the age of 18? What about anyone over the age of 16? What about anyone over the age of 12? We could also narrow it down to how often people should be able to get abortions, where they should be able to get abortions. We can certainly try to narrow those things down. What about this one? Patients should be able to choose assisted suicide. We could talk about which patients, when they can choose, where they can choose, how they can choose, from whom they would be able to get help. So take a minute and see if you can think about what the topic would look like if we narrowed it down. This last one, cities should lock down citizens to avoid spreading COVID-19. Think about how you might narrow that down. I would definitely pay attention to these because they might show up as a reflection question on our quiz for today. So think about those and how you would adapt them. Okay, so that was number one, to narrow it down using who, what, when, where, why. Let's look at step number two. Another way to develop an angle is to connect your topic to something current that's happening right now. For example, if I had this boring topic of gun control, I might say, after the school shooting in northern Mexico this year, it explains why I'm thinking about this, how this is modern and relevant today. If I was talking about animal experimentation, as more restaurants begin to offer vegan meals, we can think about other animal rights. So I might tie it to a current trend. The typical topic of abortion, since government funding has caused the closing of so many Planned Parenthood clinics and offices since President Trump took office, this is a thing that's happening in the United States. A lot of clinics are being closed down if they perform abortions because the controlling governmental party right now is very much opposed to abortion. This is a controversy because it's legal and we've already passed laws and the Supreme Court has decided that people should be able to have them, but the president has decided that they should not. Euthanasia. Since the healthcare, science has changed the healthcare industry so much over the past few decades that people are living longer than ever. But, and then I might be able to tie that to euthanasia. So even though these are very old topics that everybody has debated a million times, we can still tie them to something currently happening right now. This is the way that you can get a strong angle. You have a general topic, narrow it down, and then try to tie it to something relevant so that it will be interesting and meaningful for the audience. Okay, so that is how you narrow down your angle. Okay, let's just quickly talk about the topic proposal. The topic proposal, as I said, is a one-page explanation of your topic, angle, and hypothesis. If you wanted to think of your document and possibly divide it into thirds, you could think about filling 1/3 of your document just talking about the general topic. What is your topic? Why did you pick it? How does it relate to college or campus or career? Maybe the next third of your page would talk about the angle. So how were you able to narrow it down? Think about this like a funnel. What was the big topic and what different steps did you take to try to get it under control and make it more narrow? Finally, the bottom third of your paper, I might think about describing the hypothesis. So as you're going to read in the book, the hypothesis starts with a research question. So what is the question you're trying to answer? And what do you think the answer will be? That's going to be your hypothesis. So I don't think you should have too much trouble with this topic proposal. Your document, if you just want to think about breaking it into thirds and typing up your 1 page for tomorrow. So you've got quite a lot of work to do. Choose your topic, narrow down your topic, and do the topic proposal. You are also going to do a page of brainstorming based on the knowledge that you already have. That can be typed or handwritten. So I will see you in class today. Write down any major questions you have about the content that I've covered today so that we can discuss it together as a group. Okay, I can't wait to see you guys. Bye.